cover one by one and all the steps. So let's move, just see the index here, index page. Like first one is index.js tutorial, then we can move on installation about node.js, then we can move on next, it's a node.js first example, and then we can check how to console the in node.js. After that we can see a node REPL, and then in a node.js npm. So step by step we will cover all those points whatever we have here added in index pages. So let's start with the first, like what is node.js. Okay, so we have node.js is a cross platform, a runtime environment and library for running JavaScript applications outside the browser. It is used for creating server side as well as client side networking web application. It is open source and free to use of many basis modules in node.js. Node.js are written in JavaScript. Node.js is mostly used to run real-time server applications. Okay, so I think you understood like what is Node.js. Like one is front-end framework, that is like Angular, React, HTML, CSS, like that. And one is a backend. Backend means like database, we are using SQL, MySQL, and Oracle database. So how our data communicate with the front end like users. Okay, if in a company having 60 record or 1000 or 1 lakh records means company employee data. So how we will see as a front end how many employees are working in a one company. So basis on that we have covered here, like communicate with the database to front end. We will add here node.js. This is nothing but it is a platform which is runtime environment library. It will, what he will do, node.js, it will just communicate with the database to front end, okay, through APIs. It will create the API and linked up with backend database to front end. So I think you guys are understood what is node.js here is. Now the node.js equal to runtime environment plus JavaScript library. What does it mean? It means that at the time of runtime, live runtime environment, it will directly communicate with the JavaScript library. As we know, like JavaScript is totally, node.js is totally written in JavaScript. Without JavaScript, you can write any logic, any code in node.js. Okay, so now we will see the features of node.js. So node.js is a list of some important features which makes the first choice of a software architecture. So how we will communicate with the node.js and database. So why we are using node.js? Node.js, lots of software developers are like node.js. Why? Because we have already knowledge in a front end for the JavaScript, as well as JavaScript is written in the node.js also. If we are having knowledge about JavaScript, then we will easily handle node.js also for creating APIs and integrating APIs through and communication between front end to back end, right? So the features of node.js is extremely fast. It is very fast, guys. It is real. So node.js built on Google. As we know, Angular is developed by Google in 2016, as well as node.js is also developed by Google only. So which is having Chrome V8 engine, JavaScript library, which is running very fast, executing the codes. Okay, so this is nothing but it is a V8 engine JavaScript platform library which will run very fast executing the programs. Programs means whatever the codes are there, it will execute very fast. Okay, so now the second features is IO I/O means input and output is asynchronous and event driven. It means APIs of a Node.js of it is asynchronous or non-blocking. It means if one data will be loaded, then it will stop that one and next one will be working at the same time, like multi-dimensional, multi-talented, multi-thing, like one one full stack developer having both the knowledge about front end and back end both. So it is also doing the same thing. If 3 to 4 tasks are coming as a parallel, it will not waiting for the other, it will directly perform whatever tasks are small or a smaller size of data. It will perform first that one and then it will execute another. Okay, third one is a single threaded. It means it follows the single threaded model with event looping. Okay, fourth one is a highly scalable. It means you can just scale the data of whatever the size are there. It will based on the database or data, it will you can scale or scale the size of this Node.js. With the help of Node.js, you can just increase or decrease the response of any block non-blocking codes. Okay, next one is a no buffering. No buffering means we can use Node.js to processing time while uploading audio or video files. It is not buffering in a data. These applications simply outputs of a data channel. Okay, what is the next feature? It is a very simple, I mean open source and license. If we are talking about, so it is released under MIT license, so no license are needed here. If you are seeing the different parts of our Node.js, so here we are already integrated that images, so buffer, module, debugger, console, cluster, add icons, callback, crypto, error handling, node, net, global, domains, DNS, means domain name system, all features are there, so you can see here. Now the next point is install Node.js. How we are going to install the Node.js? So before installing Angular, if you are having knowledge about Angular, so if you will see that before installing Angular you need to install Node.js first. Why? Because Node.js having all the features which Angular needed. Okay, so that's why we are using npm pack. Okay, so Node.js is also developed by Google, so it is simply we will download the file from the Google. If you are typing there in a browser like download Node.js, so it will come in over there on a Google and you can simply download that one and install by clicking next and submit. Okay, it will install in your system's C drive. Then you can simply open that file in a Visual Code Studio editor or any other text editor, whatever you have used. So over there you can just open that one and then you can just type your code, whatever code is. So the next point is Node.js runtime. At the time of runtime, source code written in a source file, simply JavaScript interpreted on executing the Node.js interpreter. Okay, now the next step is first example. If we'll see, so it is based on console. Console means we'll print any data by using console. Okay, so Node.js console based on example. If you'll see here, we are written file and console example 1.js. Okay, we are here using hello JavaScript. Okay, so this is our first program which we are written here. Next one is a Node.js based on example. First see, so web application containing the following three parts. One is import required module, second one is a create server, third one is a read request and return response. Okay, these three modules are important while using Node.js. So how to create Node.js web application? First one is import required for the module, like variable we are using anything like HTTP we are writing here, so we are using where HTTP and it's equal to assigning that required and HTTP. So step number 2, create server. Second step, Okay, while creating the server, how we are adding that one to .http.create server and that method name, and then we can instance then will bind that port number like 8081. If that is not there, then by default we are using 3000. Okay, and pass that request, and response we will use that parameter. Okay, and simple implement that return like hello world it will return. So here, like we are seeing here, http create server and send the http header using http status 200. Okay, if 200 is okay, it is 400, that is error. 500, it is showing internal server error. Content like that, this is the error type. So response written in 200, that is true. Okay, now we are seeing the next example like file name in a main.js. So main is a console where we are consoling the module of providing a simple debugger and consoling the similar JavaScript program. Okay, so console we are using in a type like console.log where we are printing the data, and we have console.error where we are seeing the error, and next one we have console.log where we are also printing the code. Next one is the console.log. If you are seeing, so this is the example. Okay, here we are also adding the stickers for example. Okay, for the Linux. And next one, if you are seeing the console.error, it is showing like this. And next one is if you are seeing the console node.warm. So here it is showing that example. Okay, don't worry, I'll share this document also with us. So next one is a REPL environment, REPL. Okay, so what is a REPL environment? Node.js, or you can call it as a node, bundles written in a REPL environment. Each part of REPL environment has a specific word, like read. Read means where the users are written any input data into the JavaScript structure and store the data into the memory. Eval, it takes the evaluate the data structure. Next one is a print, it prints the result, and loop we are using for the command to press the control -C, control plus C, and fills twice of that. Next one is a node.js expression if you are seeing. So first example is if you are writing 10 plus 20, it is showing 10, if you are getting less than 10 plus 20, it is showing 25. Okay, because plus minus equal to minus, but plus value is more than that. And okay, less than 10 plus 20 minus 5 is equal to 25. Next one, using variable. How we are using variable? So here you will see, so here we are returning a equal to 50. We are assigning 50 to within a, and variable b we are assigning 50, which is undefined. So a plus b is equal to 50. It is showing 50, that is correct. Next example if you are seeing, so example we are having a lot. Okay, you will see the one by one. Okay, no worry. So now here we are using a REPL commands. So you can also see the commands like control plus C, that is used for terminate the current command. Like if you are having experience 2 year 3 year of experience in a node, so you need to use directly, you need to directly use shortcuts. Okay, whatever we are using here, the control plus C if you are using, so it will terminate the current command. Next one is control plus twice, so that is terminate the code from the REPL. Next one is control plus D. If you are using control plus D, it will terminate the code of REPL. Next one is the up down key. If you are using, it will see the command history of the modify previous commands. Next, if you are using tab key, so specific list of current command. Next, if you are using help, so specific list of the all commands. Break if you want to use, so we are using to exit the multi-line expression. Now clear we are using for the multi-line expression. Save file if you are using, so it will refill the session of the file. If you are using load file name, so it will use content of the current REPL session. Node.js exit REPL. If you want to see, then it will just press Ctrl plus C command and twice of the node.js. Okay, so we have installed npm version also here, and command we are already here written. So install and uninstall like this, npm, and then install, and that module name, whatever module you want to install. Okay, so using the node.js, we're also using express.js. Okay, so node.js command line option if you are seeing. So some commands also I have written here, like version if you want to check, then we can write here node space hyphen version, or it is used to print the node version. If you want to check the help, so you can also use hyphen h or hyphen help. Okay, shortcuts and long cut both I have written here, so you can print both the things with using node also. Okay, so you can write node space hyphen e, it will just evaluate the script of data. Okay, next node hyphen space hyphen p, it will print the data, print the result. Node hyphen c, it will check the syntax of without executing any scripts. If interactive the data through the REPL, so you want to just type node space hyphen I, like that we are written a lot of codes. So if you want to see, you can just check that one by one. Okay, force you need to use, like if you are using any npm, so npm will not going to be installed, then you can use npm space hyphen f or hyphen force. Okay, it will then forcefully install that one. So globally, if you want to install the node.js, then you can use directly node.js -g and then install that one. Okay, so here if you are talking about OS for this one, so OS is basically fetch the array of objects and containing the information about their CPU code and installing the model speeds and the time objects containing the name and number of the millions of the CPUs, and use that nicely system. Okay, so OS file name, it is a lot of things like OS premium, OS home, OS hostname, OS load or OS network, OS platform. So whatever you want, you can just check one by one. I have added here, so one by one you can just type and check that one. Okay, node.js timer is also there, that is also important. Okay, set a timer function and use that one. Okay, so immediate, if you want to check set immediate, then you can use this one. Okay, set interval also is there. If you want to retain any particular interval time, then you can just use set interval and use execute that one. Same timeout also you need to use, like after the 5 seconds it will execute this thing, and you can use set timeout. Clear timer functions also there. In that one you have 3 options. Okay, now note this timer will set interval example. You can also see here. Okay, now the node.js DNS, if you are looking here, so lots of DNS name are there, you can just see with the call name function. Okay, so here we are written like one, if you want to see dns.get server, dns.get server, dns.lookup, dns.lookup services, dns.resolve hostname, like that. Okay, one by one you can see. And example I have also attached here. What is HMAC? HMAC stands for hash-based massive authentication. It is the most important part. Before this, we need to study about crypto and hash. So first we will just discuss about crypto. So crypto is a module which is support to the previous cryptography functionality that incites a set of wrappers for open SSL, hash, HAMC, hyper, and declare the sign of verifications or verify the function. Okay, so if you are talking about, if you want to show any things on a publicly, so we need to just verify that file using crypto like hash function. Okay, hash function are most important to encrypt converted your code. Okay, like if I'm giving the live example, so banking sectors also, in most of the banking sector or lots all the banking sector are using the crypto data. Like your password is very encrypted or very secure, so using the crypto, we are using here hash file, which data will go through SSL. So SSL will pass the data through HAMS. So here that sign and verification things, authentications are there. So they are using the crypto. Lots of things are there. So all the application will provide if we, that is in publicly. So we are using that crypto. Then we are talking about hash. So hash is a fixed length of the strings and bits, which split the parallelly determines the generally frame of some arbitrary block of source data. Okay, so now next one is HAMAS AC, like which is authenticated base code to process applying the algorithm of data securely results of a single final hash. Okay, so hash functions also we are returning here. Okay, like if you are passing anything, it will just convert it into hash data, encrypting the, like this, whatever the codes are there, if you are seeing. Okay, it will just encrypt it like this, and then it will pass that one to this matching the data from the backend. Okay, if it will match, then only data will be enabled, otherwise it will decrypt data. Okay, next one is what is NodeJS TLS SSL. So it stands for transport layer security. It is having the successor of the secure sockets and layer. So TSS along with the SSL used to cryptographic and photograph secure the communication over the web. Next one is a public cryptography. Publicly cryptography, each client and having server 2 keys. Okay, it is having 2 keys. So we are using for that one, we are using variable TLS and equal to, we are assigning that required TLS within the TLS function. So here we are returning the example, you see. So within that example we are returning the socket connection. So stream.write and get HTTP post and encrypted the google.com, and we are writing from the Google. So it is Google. If it is right, then it will execute that one, else it will just showing the connection failed on a console. Okay, like that we are writing the socket programming here. You will see here we are writing the debugger, the code. So here we are writing debugger, and we are writing the host name or a port name, and then we are executing that one. Here we are writing some property and descriptions of this one, and Node.js properties like arc, arcs, event, peer, platform, release, versions, etc. So lots of things are there. You can just study one by one. Here we are writing the some process functions are there, like CWD, HR time, memory uses, and uptime, Node.js, etc. So child functions are also there. It is having 3 major ways to create child process. First one is Node.js child process dot execute methods. Okay, where we are writing parameters like command is specific run with separate arguments. Okay, like CWD, AVN, encoding cell and timeout, like that. Max buffers also there. Okay, we are writing here example also. Next one, if you are seeing, so that is a Node.js child process as font dot method. That is also there. We are writing the example. Third one is a Node.js child process dot for method. Okay. Now the next is a creating buffer. How to creating buffer using 3 steps. One is for creating uniterated buffer. Second one is creating buffer from array. Third one is for creating buffer from string. Okay. Node.js reading from buffer. Okay, so reading from buffer, we are just typing here buf.toString and encoding that code name. Okay, Node.js string, here we are writing the readable, writable, duplicate, transform, data, and an error to finish also. Lots of things are there. If you want to see, you can just study one by one. For more, we are writing a lots of cases and lots of photos are there. So here if you are seeing the last step, so node.js, open a file, you can just study about one by one. So here we are showing the flags also, flag read and write. So flags also there, open file, the reading the execution of the occur and the file does not exist, it is wrong. Okay, the name is R. So things are there where we are creating lots of things. So you can go, fs is also there, fs.state, you can just check with the callback function. So thank you so much for guys for visiting this one and studying. I hope you are guys are enjoying here. If you want to see another, if you are having any issues, you can just contact with us. The details are already there on a chat, so you can just see in the description box and comment with me and join with us, like, subscribe and share our channel. Thank you so much. We'll make another videos with you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Thank you. Bye bye.